It's an early rise during Lent for seminarians from the Pontifical North American College in Rome. They are embarking on a short pilgrimage to one of the church stations assigned during the Lenten season.
You feel like you're walking with the saints to each church, getting to expose an exposure to Rome that you never really have.
With rosaries in hand, these future priests walk through the windy streets in the heart of Rome to the Church of Santa Maria in Trastevere.
This was a site of an ancient Christian community going back to the roots of, if not Peter, shortly after. So we're talking the 60s, 70s AD. Christians gathered to pray together, to read the scriptures, to offer the Eucharist. And we're coming this morning here as a community 2,000 years later to, again, share in that same celebration somehow.
The church stations is an ancient tradition that has recently become more popular, especially among Americans living in Rome. Today, Cardinal Francis Stafford celebrated a jam-packed Mass in one of Rome's first churches dedicated to the Virgin Mary.
Well, in some ways, the American community is the most faithful to the great ancient tradition of the first millennium. This tradition has had its ups and downs over the course of the millennia. But the American people, the American Catholic people in Rome, especially the seminarians, have shown a revolutionary devotion to this Lenten practice of pilgrimage.
Even Americans living outside of Rome flock to experience the Eternal City during Lent. It's the second time Father Milby from Buffalo, New York, is taking part in this ancient tradition that has grown over the years.
30 years ago, it was very small. There were only maybe 30 people who did it, and it's grown tremendously, as you can see. And it really is a return to a wonderfully ancient tradition that was part of the experience of Rome.
The Pontifical North American College makes planning the pilgrimages easy through their website. With dates, routes, and historic information on each church, seminarians and churchgoers alike are making the most out of the tradition.
It's certainly been one of the highlights of my experience here in Rome. It's given me a new opportunity to appreciate the faith of our church, the history of our faith, and to see the faith of the martyrs to whose tombs we go in pilgrimage every morning, and to be inspired by that.
It's an inspiration derived from faith. For these future priests, walking in the steps of early Christians is a legacy they'll carry with them when they return home.